Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. So, it's my anticipation with this episode that I might be very repetitive and I might not make sense, but I'm just going to do my best to get what's in my head out and explain it in the way that I think makes sense. So the show is long as shit. It's because there's 2 Zoom calls in here. There would have been a third one with the Mina Zoom call, the team, but I had some things I had to take care of, so I was not able to make it. AKA was at family's house, and I was really enjoying spending time with them, and I didn't want to peace out. So, and I just don't feel like these are the most important calls for me to be a part of. That's just what I think. But anyway, the reason why I prefaced this whole show with this is because I had a Zoom call with Dawson, and it got kind of deep, not in like a philosophical or personal way, but it's just more like, hey man, you need to, live life kind of thing. So I kind of want to play the Dawson Zoom call first and then talk about it, but I'm just going to keep it how I've been doing it, where I just talk about it and then the Zoom call plays afterwards. But pretty much what happened was I showed him my calendar of my work schedule and what it looks like. And how it started was he says, "Hey man, what do you do outside of work?" And I was like, "Oh, honestly, man, just this. It's very enjoyable." So he's like, "No, like what else?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess. I hit the gym. That's exercise." And he's like, "What else?" I'm like, "That's it, dude. I just bought a new car. I've been doing stuff with that." He's like, and we started talking about the car, and then he just kind of hammered on the point that all I do is work, and that I need to get a hobby, or I need to, not in a rude way, it was just, hey dude, you're gonna get burnt out kind of thing. And so I just let him kind of spiel everything that he wanted to say about what I was doing, because currently if I look at my calendar, it essentially is from 6 a.m., or I guess technically 6:30 to about 10 is work. Now, obviously, there's some chunks in there where I do not work 16-hour days. Right now, it's 6:30 to 10:30. That's a chunk of work, and the labels don't matter. So you can replace any of these with, I'll just tell you exactly how I wrote them out, but it's very interchangeable, and I can move things around. But 6:30 to 10:30, I work for Trey, then I take a little break, go to the gym, exercise, whatever. That's about a 2-hour break. And then I get back, and then 1 o'clock, I have Mina for 2 hours, and then back to back, I have Dawson for 2 hours. It's a total of 4 hours. Then I have a 1 hour gap, and then I go 6 to 10 with PT Dom. It's 4 hours. And so when you add all that up, that's 12 hours, and that's Monday through Friday. Saturday, I don't have Trey, so minus 4 hours, so it's only 8. And then on Sunday, we actually removed a shift from Dawson, so I only technically have Mina on Sundays, so it's 2 hours. And he saw this, and he saw the calendar, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, you're going to get burnt out, blah, blah, blah." And he was saying that, he did the same thing. He was working these long-hour days, and he was so passionate about what he was doing. He loved it, but then sooner or later he just got burnt out. And after having sat on this for, I don't know how long it's been, almost 10 hours, I really do think that this is one of those instances where I need to think hard and put the filter on of what applies to me and what does not apply to me. And I say that confidently, that even though he is way ahead of me, he's younger than me. Found out he's 25. That's crazy. He's ahead of me. I don't want to say ahead. He's further along in the entrepreneurship journey. He's younger. He's got direct access and direct content with high-level people such as Brian and Cole. And I would argue that he knows what he's talking about. I mean, he's got a business that is doing, I don't know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month. He probably knows a thing or two about how to, hold himself to a standard and make sure that he is taken care of. And I don't know, dude. So he just said that I need more time in the morning. So right now I have start morning 6 a.m. and then 6:30 a.m. That's when I start work. The reason for that 30-minute gap, sometimes I snooze, sometimes I'm just, I want to hang out for a sec. Just maybe I want to make coffee, maybe I want to go outside and walk around my complex for a sec, whatever. But that's why it is. And Mina has also said I need a morning routine. I need to not do stuff in the morning, not work in the morning. I need to, have some time for myself. Maybe I need to train first, whatever. I hear that everywhere, dude. And I don't think it's bad. I just think that for me right now with this particular thing, I enjoy it so much that I get the fuck out of bed and I start working. And I just don't think that there's a better thing to do right there. I think it would be great to wake up and to go for a walk and then hit the gym and then come back and take a cold shower. Like, that's great, dude. But I think in life right now, for me, for my goals, what I need to do more of is work and get this goddamn thing completed so I can start selling it. And doing anything but that is literally going to prevent that from happening sooner. And so I was really kind of feeling dumpy. I'll be honest with you. I kind of let what he said get into my head. And I know it was great intent. And I am extremely appreciative of everything he said. I just don't think that I should take this advice. And either way, this is going to be very cool to look back on because I feel like I got golden advice. I just don't think it applies to me. And the reason why I don't think that is because when I think I wrote it out somewhere. Where is it at? I'll just do the math really quick. I think I'll just do that. So where the fuck did it go? So if we have 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, that's 60 hours. And then if you have 8 hours on Saturday, I think it's 8 hours. Let me double check. No, it's 8 hours. Fuck. So 60 plus 8 is 68. And then on Sunday, now it's only 2. If I throw in, technically it's 6 because throw in PT Dom and stuff in there. So 76 hours, right? So 60 plus 8, 68 plus 6. So it's 74. So the calendar has 74 hours of work scheduled on there. And I don't see it as, fuck, I have to work, goddamn. Of course I get stressed and I get frustrated and I get, upset and whatever else, that it's like back to back and I have people always wanting my help with something, or I need to explain something, or I need to call with Trey here, I need to call with Mina here, I need to be on the Zoom call, I need to explain this, I need to reformulate this doesn't work, I need to do something for Britzy, whatever. I 100%, like, that's stressful, it's a lot, but it's not too much for me to handle. My life right now is engineered to be this, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job at maintaining this. And so when he was telling me that I need some me time and that by next call he wants to have my schedule moved around, I was like, you know what? I think he's right. I think I really need to, blah, blah, blah. I need to move some stuff around and make some more time for myself. And I started thinking about it and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know. And the more I thought about it, I didn't feel like this. I just don't think I think that's golden advice for almost every person. Make more time for you. Don't work your whole life away. You know, you got to breathe a little bit. You're going to get burnt out, whatever. Dude, how the fuck am I going to get burnt out doing some shit that literally gets me out of bed in the morning? As nerdy as that sounds, like thinking about formulas in Notion and making something that can present data in a way that is attractive to somebody else, I go to sleep. Like, I'll go to bed and I'll get my phone out and I'll get on Notion and I'll start writing notes of things that I can't wait to build in the morning. Dude, I'm fired up with this shit, bro. Why the fuck how am I going to get burnt out of that? You know what I mean? If I get to a point where I start dreading it, I think that's a whole different story. But I look forward to this. I look forward to almost every second of doing what I'm doing right now. And because that's the truth, when somebody says you need to not do that, you need to do less and have more you time, the fuck does that mean? You know? That is my time. It is me time. I'm enjoying the time that I'm spending. Yeah, my days fly by. It feels like I'm doing the same shit. There's not a lot of variety. It's wake up, sit on my laptop, leave, go to the gym, come home, sit on my laptop, and maybe sit on my air mattress, relax for a sec, sit on my laptop, and that's my day. And yes, they do go by pretty quick. And yes, I don't really do a whole lot, but it works for me. I'm happy. I'm content, making a lot of progress. And I know that once I get this next part done, I'll be able to start working on selling it. And that's going to be a whole different fucking beast that I'm going to have to tackle. But dude, not spending time doing this for the sake of not burning out when I fucking love it to begin with, I don't think that's good advice for me to take. For me. Because, like, I just barely found out right now, well, I guess technically earlier today, but I just found out that this is 74 hours worth of work. I couldn't give a fuck. It's enjoyable for me. Like, I put it on the calendar so I don't forget, and I have things and I know, like, when I need to move things around. I have the calendar app to more or less just put stuff in there so I don't forget. I just happen to put everything else in there with work and stuff, even if it is recurring, just so I can move stuff around. It's been very helpful to put in calls and reminders and set reminders on my phone. It's been helpful when, you know, Lexi's like, hey, do you want to go do something on this day? And I'm like, oh, yeah, let me put it in because I will forget. And shit, even if it is in the calendar, I'm like, hey, did I put that in right? Did we say 3 o'clock? She's like, yeah, fuck. I'm not really. I love her so much. But I don't know. So I don't even, it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, I work 300 hours every day and I'm superior. I don't give a fuck. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Yes, it is monotonous. Yes, it is the same old shit. And sometimes it does get tiring, for sure. But you know what happens when it gets tiring, dude? I stand up and I walk around, play a game of chess, drink some water, and I sit back and I'm like, oh yeah, let's get back to it. Sometimes it's so hard for me to come up with Sometimes it's so hard for me to come to this conclusion. Okay, god damn. Sometimes it's hard for me to solve the problem. Sometimes I spend almost, it seems like days trying to solve a problem. But you know what feels incredible? Solving that problem and moving the fuck on. That feels so good. So even though it might suck and I might be stuck for days, it is so great when I finally surpass that. And so it made me feel dumpy today. It made me feel like I don't have friends. It made me feel like I need more people in my life. It made me feel like I need more, quote, balance. That's what it made me feel like, dude. And I just don't think that that's good advice for me. I just don't. And it's nothing against him. He is extremely, extremely, it appears as though he's extremely caring and supportive of his people and his team. And I love that. And it makes me feel like I'm in good hands. But at the same time, it's like I think I just really, as Gary Vee would say, deploy a fuck ton of self-awareness and know what works for me. Double down on that, triple down on your strengths kind of thing. And I think I'm just going to keep on doing that. And I think why it made me feel dumpy, it made me feel kind of shitty, is that it made me feel like it was like a friend or a family member who's like, man, you need to spend more time with the boys. You need to come see us more often. We really miss you. It's, we're not going to be young forever. It made me feel like someone was telling me that. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. And it almost made me feel guilty. It's like, yeah, I'm working all this time. He also talked a lot about how he had a girlfriend doing all this and she wanted to leave him because all he did was work and stuff. And I'm like, well, that's your guys' situation. It just so happens that I fucking won the lottery, and my girlfriend is extremely supportive, and I'm sure that I do work a ton and that it is annoying for her. I would have to believe that to some level that is the case. And I'm very insecure about it because I don't ever want anything to come about this because I can't remember. We talked about this forever ago, but it was like, I asked her, I was like, hey, if I made you choose between me or the gym, what would you choose? She said the gym. And I was like, I love that you said that because I would do the same. It has nothing to do with the gym. It has everything to do with these are my goals. I want to pursue them. I'm not going to let anybody hold me back from that. That's probably the best summary I've ever made on this podcast. But that we had that. It was something that I got from Alex Hormozy, and I loved that. And so I asked her, she gave a good response, and I was like, hell yeah. And so that being said, and it's not like my way or the highway, but it's like if anything does get in the way of what I'm trying to pursue here, this is so important to me, regardless of any financial, award or any kind of whatever. For me, it's about the pursuit of accomplishing something that I've set out to do because I do not want the alternative. I do not want to work a normal 9 to 5, live that lifestyle making $30 an hour for the rest of my life, having to ask somebody to go to the bathroom, having to request time to, go to my son's birthday party or his basketball game or to go watch Lexi run. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to ask permission to live my fucking life, dude. I want to do my own shit on my own terms. And if that so goddamn it means that for the next 10, 15 years, they're just jam-packed with a whole bunch of shit, then dude, so be it. Because the next 15 years, I'm going to be, 43? Dude, I don't know. Yeah, if you ask me, I still got 60 years left. That's young as fuck. I don't know. So anyway, he gave solid advice, but I'm going to reject it, and I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, and we'll find out in time if it was a good call for me to reject it or not. But I don't know, dude. I didn't finish that thought. I do that a lot. I'm very sorry. He was talking about the girlfriend thing. I said, and I didn't even bring anything up because dude, that's the other thing. How the fuck are you going to make some kind of judgment or give it? It's so hard to give advice when you don't know when you don't have the full picture. And you need to have a shit ton of awareness when you receive advice to know if it applies to you or not. And I think if anything, I'm pretty good at that part, at that piece, getting like seeing, reading, hearing something and then applying that to me. Does it apply to me? Does that work for me? No? Okay, well, then toss it out. Because he was talking about his girlfriend. And he's like, girlfriend almost left me because she wanted to go do this. And I couldn't because I had to do this for the client or coaching. I had to make a nutrition video. And I just don't have that. I don't have a needy girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend that's extremely demanding on my time or needs my attention 24/7. She's extremely independent. She does her own thing. And I'm so grateful for that. And so for him to say, and I know this is nothing but positive intent for him. Like this was great. This is great. And I was so thankful. So I'm going to stop with that disclaimer because it's annoying having to repeat myself to justify why I'm saying certain things. But he said all that. And I'm like, well, that's not a problem for me. So I can just toss that out the window. Girlfriend is very supportive, wants me to win, wants me to succeed, just wants me to take care of myself. Wants me to go all in. Literally word for word. When I said, I'm going to pivot from fitness coaching, I'm going to do this. She says, okay, but you just got to go all in. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Maybe I have a text. No, she said, if you're going to do this, then I want you to do this. Something like that. Screwing up her words. But that's what she said. And I'm doing it. And I just don't have that worry or stressor because right now what we do is Saturday night is date night. That's a non-negotiable. And Sunday, because she spends the night, she loves going out by the pool and reading a book. She loves to do that. And so that's great because I like to continue working and not feel guilty. So she does that. I do this. And then, we'll spend some time. We'll have some dinner, play some games. Sometimes we'll go on a day date or go on a hike or whatever. And there's just never, ever been a problem. The only time a problem occurs is when I say, hey, I'm feeling insecure. Give me some reassurance. Are we good? I'm working a lot. I don't want you to feel neglected. I don't want you to feel like I'm not giving you attention. And every time it's like, no, you're good. I love you, And again, I just feel like I won the lottery in that regard. So when he's telling me all this about his girlfriend, I think he said something like, keep this going, you're going to be broken up in 4 months. Something like, maybe he said that about his girlfriend, not mine. Something like that. And again, it's just one of those things, man. I was like, nah. And I don't want to explain my entire life story and situation and, how things are and what we do and our, that real quick side note. There is, I think it was Andy Frisella that talked about this. But he talked about why he doesn't have a therapist. Maybe it was Alex Hormozy. I don't know. One of them, they talked about why they don't have a therapist because the problems that they deal with, the therapist 1000% has not. So in order to explain the problem that they're dealing with, there has to be a shit ton of backstories and context. And by the time that they even get to that point where they can possibly understand what Andy or Alex is saying about their problems, maybe time's up or whatever. But then, you do all that explaining just for someone to have no idea what the fuck it's like to go through what you're going through. So how could you possibly offer realistic, practical advice for that person based on what they're going through if you've never gone through it yourself? And obviously there's philosophy and there's, real life application and the whole ideology of if this happens and we can respond by this, like 100%, that's all real. But if you've never, I don't know, it's just massive issues. I mean, especially for Hormozy and Andy, if you're dealing with that kind of stress and building a business and stuff like that, you just very few people know how to do that. I'm nowhere near that. But the reason why I even bring that up is like in order for somebody to give you the best advice possible, they have to know as many pieces of the story as possible. That's the name of the game with sales. If you want to sell whatever you are trying to sell, you need to make sure that you understand the client's or the prospect's pain points inside and out. So that way you can pitch the product to those pain points, to their needs, desires so well that it is the perfect fit for what they need and that they will buy. And I guess in sales terms, I just was not sold today, and this is not a product for me. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And now coming to that conclusion, I actually feel really good. I'm really excited to go to bed. It is 9:41. I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to fucking get after it. And that's what I'm going to do. And guess what? I'm going to be stoked as shit doing it. And if I do get burnt out in the future, then hell yes, because we'll come back and listen to this, and we have a lot to learn. If I don't get burnt out, then hell yes, we can come back and listen to this and really take in what I'm saying, and it'll be very cool. And like I always say, I win either way because this is giant documentation. So the point of all of this is to document the wins, the losses, the highs, the lows, the lessons, every meeting, every call, so that we can have a roadmap, step by step, day by day, of how I went from walking around my aunt and uncle's neighborhood wearing a weighted vest, talking about how I'm going to save for the next 8 months to buy 100 products of pre-workout, to then having whatever in the future. A few Lambos, I don't know, big house, successful business, whole team, employee, I don't know. From then to now. Step-by-step blueprint, day by day, how it's done, what I did to get there. So no matter what happens, it's a win And honestly, the shittier it is, the better it is, because it's just better lessons, better content, better stories, and cool interviews down the road. So with all that being said, I would like to just say I think it's extremely important to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Be open-minded, but really just take shit with a grain of salt. It's hard to not want to just jump on the next thing. Dawson said, hey, dude, work less. You're good. I said, nah, I like to work and it's enjoyable for me, so I'm going to do more of it, And dude, every time I say some shit, I'm like, man, it probably sounds like I'm riding Alex Hormozy's cock, dude. But he also has the stance that you should decrease the amount of time it takes for you to get out of bed and begin work. And I actually kind of want to find it, because obviously he says it much more eloquently than I do. Alex Hormozy, no morning routine. I don't even know. It's probably a short. How do you just look for shorts? Type movie video. Alex Hormozy, why you don't need a morning routine. Is it this one?
You don't have to make your bed. You don't have to meditate. You don't even have to have a morning routine at all. And you can still make money. Everyone thinks they need a 3-hour morning routine to get rich. You don't. You just need to sell stuff that people want many times over and over again. And I think the majority of people that I see talking about kind of millionaire habits developed their kind of weird personal hygiene habits after they made their money. And so the best morning routine is the one that allows you to get the highest amount of productive hours of work in. And oftentimes that means just starting. You don't have...
Fuck, dude. Is this
How
one?
to get a top tier girl. Number 1, get it.
No, not that one.
It's like, who cares about breakdancing,
Agreed, bro.
You don't have to make
Let's do this again.
You don't have to meditate. You don't even have to have a
I'm actually just going to fast forward to the end.
And so the best morning routine is the one that allows you to get the highest amount of productive hours of work in. And oftentimes that means just starting. Best morning routine is the one that allows you to get the highest amount of productive hours of work in. And oftentimes that means just starting. That means just starting. It means just starting.
What's episode 1 called on this episode? Does anybody know? On this podcast, does anybody know? Crazy. So obviously I struggle with just starting. I talked about it a few episodes ago. It's one of the hardest things for me to do is to get in the rhythm to want to work. But once I do work, it's great. Probably sounds like a giant contradiction, but what I'm saying here is that he's got this stance on no morning routine. And I don't know. I just think that, at least from what I know and what I've gathered from my own behavior, it seems like it's just procrastination. And it's exciting procrastination, because it's like, well, I get to wake up, but not work. I get to go to the gym. And then when I get home, I'm not going to work. I'm going to take a cold shower. And then after that, I'm going to make my breakfast. And after that, I'm going to stretch. And after that, I'm going to read. And then obviously you don't have to do a whole bunch of horse shit. But it's like, I kind of want to just wake up and start working. And then, after a good chunk of work has been completed, like maybe I'll take a break and shower and go to the gym. I don't know. But I tell you what, I mean, I've heard it multiple times that you need a morning routine. You need to do something in the morning. You need to take care of yourself first. And maybe that's true for a different line of work. Maybe that's true for, I don't know. But for me right now, I just disagree that is something I should be looking into. For all the reasons I've already said, I just am so excited to do this. And I'm not even bullshitting when I say that. I'm thrilled to be able to do this every day. There are pros and there are cons, but the pros are fucking awesome. If I can wake up and walk 20 steps. So I do this weird thing, by the way, where I count how many steps it takes me to get from one place to one place. And I would like to say that I'm very accurate when I do it. Depending on the distance, I would say there's a buffer of, I don't even know what the conversion would be, but I'm going to say 10% above or below the number that I said based on how long it really is. So I just said 20 steps from here to my bed, and I'm actually going to count. So I'm going to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on the dot, bro. 20 on the dot. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm all the way down the hall. To get to the bed itself, I think it was 13, but to get all the way around to where I would then lay down, it's 20 on the dot. So, like anybody believes me, but whatever. So, anyway, the fact that I can walk 20 steps and then be at work and be good to go, that's cool as shit. And that's exciting for me because the sooner that I can start work, kind of the more time I have for the rest of my day. And dude, I don't know. It's just like another thing, man. Like what I'm trying to do is build all these systems so that I can sell it. Why would I want to not work on that? Because, dude, when I finish these systems, whenever the fuck that day comes, whenever that day is, one sale is my whole month's salary. Matter of fact, net income is pretty much so if I sell something for $6,000, net income, that is 2 months of salary for me. One fucking sale, and I make 2 months of salary. Why would I want to push that back more than it has to be? The sooner that I can build all this, not to mention I'm getting paid to build it. Dawson, Mina, Trey, and Brian are funding me building this system. They just so happen to get customized everything for what they need, but they're funding me building it, and then I'm going to sell the thing that they funded for more money. Straight up, that's what it is. Why would I want to delay that and have more time for me? But the time that I have for me, what the fuck am I going to do, dude? I want to do this, and so I'm going to. This isn't even coming from any kind of contrarian standpoint either. It's just truthfully what I believe. If I love this stuff, dude, I loved skateboarding as a little kid. I loved it. You can ask my mom. I was always outside. I probably was very close to heat stroke. Never got sick of it. Never got sick of it. I never was like, fuck, man. Don't want to get better at skating today. Fuck. Never. Never. Same thing with basketball. Anyway. So, anyway, the call with Dawson, needless to say, sparked a lot within me, caused a lot of introspection today. And one thing I will say, though, is that I do think that I should see more people that I enjoy spending time with. I do think that. And so I reached out to my buddy Mason, and I said, hey, dude, because he reached out to me a couple days ago, actually. He was like, hey, dude, you want to lift together? And I'm like, yeah, dude, let's figure it out. And as per usual, never figured it out. But I said, hey, dude, let's really start doing that. Just nothing crazy, a couple workouts a week, just same time, same days. And we'll just, those 2 workouts, we'll just go at it. He's like, hell yeah. So what we came up with was Tuesday, Thursday. And I really want that to be the case because he's a good dude. And I think just having some social interaction with a friend would be beneficial. I think it'd be good for me. And I think it would kind of break up the monotony of my schedule. And I do think it would be a great benefit. If it doesn't happen, though, all good. But yeah, that actually kind of happened today. I did all this stuff today, and then I went to a gym that was kind of further away from where I live just because I haven't been there in a while, and I just wanted to go to that gym. It's also around 1 o'clock, so it's prime time to go to this specific gym. And I had a great workout, and then I was like, you know what? There's Chipotle right there. I'm going to go grub. Started grubbing, and then I thought, uncle lives down the road. I kind of want to go see them. And so I gave them a call. I said, hey, can I come over? They said, nope, fuck off. I said, bet. And then, yeah. So I went over there and just talked with family for a sec. And it was great. And I do think that is beneficial. I think the social interaction, and I think kind of sharing just ideas and accomplishments and whatever. I think that's beneficial. And I think I do need more of that. But more me time and more time not working. And Bryson, you work 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's like, well, I don't, because there's gaps in there. And I get what he's saying. Maybe I do have a problem. I don't know. Because when he said 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., I'm like, damn right, bitch. You know what I mean? And then he said he only works 6 hours right now. And dude, never mind hours. It's just like, I enjoy this. I don't want to break from this. I don't want to. Dude, I feel like shit when I'm not doing this. So what do I do with that? You know? This is going to sound crazy. I actually deleted my chess account. I didn't like close it and remove it or delete the app or whatever. I deleted it. So there's like 2,000. I played almost 2,000 games. And I got my ELO up to 700 and never higher than that. And the reason why I chose to delete that is because what a fucking distraction it is for me. I want to play and I want to get good at it, but I want to do that and get good at it more than I want to work on some of this stuff. So that means that chess is more important to me than providing for my family in the future and being a good father and a man of my word. And chess is more important than that? Hell no. And so I didn't like that it had the control, or I guess not the control. It really had a very almost addictive feel to it, because when you win, and you win because you're a fucking smarty, and you deploy some tactics and pins and forks and skewers and shit like that, and you know that you did that because you saw it 7 moves ahead, there's something about that is just unmatched. That is such a good feeling. And I think the reason why I fuck with chess so much is because it's a game of intelligence and strategy. And I know that I have an ego problem, because every time somebody outsmarts me when I'm playing chess, I get fucking irritated. Not like, he got me, but it's like you fucking bitch. Ooh, you fucking pussy. And then I'll try to just do whatever I can to make it look like I didn't give. I will literally, I'm not even joking, I will literally send in the chat, hey, sorry about that bad move, dude. My son accidentally bumped my finger and I misplaced my queen. That's why. So sorry for the shitty game, dude. I was trying to make this a little bit harder. I'm not bullshitting. I will send shit like that because I need them to know that I made a shitty move, not because I'm fucking dumb, but because my son bumped my arm. I'm not bullshitting. So there's a problem right there. And it's that I don't like when people, I guess, outsmart me because that means they thought of something, planned something they knew that I wouldn't see, and they were successful in doing so. And so for me to admit that they got me, that's hard for me. That's hard for me. And so I was like, you know what? This is not serving me right now. I would love to be a pro chess player. That shit's so cool to me, but I just have to fucking focus. That's it. And so I deleted it, closed the account, deleted the account, removed the favorite on my bookmark, removed the app on my phone, and moving on. Will I get in the future? I guarantee I will, 100%. I want to get better at chess, but I want to build this up and make some money, set myself up for success in the future, set my future family up for success. And that's just more important to me. And I think that the more that I get on my plate, the more I realize like I've got to, I don't think I can do that anymore. And it has nothing to do with the entertainment and the joy that chess brings. It's just that I can't just play one game. It's always multiple, 5, 10, 20. And if a game lasts 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that adds up quick. Not to mention, there's been a couple times where I'm playing chess and I'll be with Lexi and she'll say something and I'm like, hold on, I'm going to finish this. And she's like, well, okay. And the game goes on longer. And then I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm not trying to ignore you. I just am I plan, hold on. It's kind of like when you're playing video games and your mom's like, your dinner's done. It's like, hold on, I'm in the middle of a game. And then she hits you with the, oh, just pause it. It's like, oh, mom, it's 2025. Playing online. You can't pause the world, can you? But, yeah, so I deleted that. And the whole purpose of that is because it was too enticing for me. It was too, I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of is. It was just too enticing for me to play, and it was a distraction. It's so accessible. I can just click a button and I'm in a match. Like I click chess, the bookmark, and then I click play and I'm in a game, just like that. And I just wanted to not be able to do that. Now, obviously, I could get another app and another game and play that, and it would be an equal distraction. But, I just jammed my knee on my desk. I love that. Yeah, but it drew... Broke skin, it's drawing blood. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's what I've got for today. So I think this will be, if I still was giving these episodes tags, this episode would be getting the diamond for sure. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, and I know you're not a long-time listener, all good. Truthfully, don't give a shit. I mean, if I don't get any more listens for the rest of history and time, and then episode 7305 drops, all good, dude. All right, that's it. So what you'll hear now is the Zoom call with Dawson. The Zoom call with Trey happened before Dawson, but because the call with Dawson pertains to what I was just talking about, I'm going to play that one next, and then it's going to go to the one with Trey, and that's it. So that is the episode. I think it was 642 or 640, I don't know. But today is Monday, July 21st. It's 9:59 p.m. I'm going to upload this, go to bed. So thank you guys for listening. I will talk to you soon. Peace.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Right on.
I like the shades, dude.
Thanks, man. It's lit right out here.
Yeah, cool,
so
man.
I figured I'd have them on. Sick, man. How was your weekend?
It was good. Just trying to manage everything, but I think that's my biggest struggle, just managing everything. Like I'm working for like technically four coaches, so just trying to keep everything. It's stressful, but hanging in there. So that's pretty much all I did.
It's a lot of work, like 8-hour days every day.
Yeah.
It's a lot. For sure, dude, that makes sense. If I could give some advice on that, just try to, I'm assuming you use Google Calendar?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
I actually use Notion Calendar, but yeah.
Yeah, same shit. Yeah, just trying to remember why you're doing this.
Yeah,
that helps a lot with struggling with just the whole busy days and stuff. That kind of gets me out of it. It's just the why behind why you're doing the work.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I put on my story now, the grind, hustle now will then give you the rewards for tomorrow and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
When I was first starting my business, I was doing 12 to 14-hour days every fucking day for 2-3 years straight.
Yeah.
And now I'm working 6 hours a day, which is nice. So
nice.
It'll come.
Yeah, the biggest struggle.
Your coach's program.
Yeah, right now it's not even necessarily the hours. It's just stop, go on one project, and then go to the next one, stop, go, next one, stop, go. It's fuck, but we're good.
Oh, as if you had the one thing to do in just a whole 8 hours, it'd be so much easier just to be in a role and
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that Brian wanted me to make for him. It was some social media tracker, and that was before I was working for anybody. And I just put just 11 hours straight, just got it done, and it was
easier.
It was so much fun for me. Yeah. Rather than 100%. stop, go. But yeah.
I guess it would be cool if you could figure out the clients or the coaches you do work for, like me, Mina, Riley, if there's something that you could build that would work for all of us.
That's what I try to do, man. I try to line it up.
Yeah. That sounds like the best thing to do for that. But anyways, I want to dive into the stuff for today.
Cool.
And try to roll out a couple things here. So do you want to share your screen?
Yeah. It says I can't right now.
Okay, yeah, 1 sec. That's good. Okay, we're good.
which one do you see right now?
Clock in, clock out.
Okay, there's no formula?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're good. I guess I have two screens open. That's so weird. So yeah, it's very straightforward. I just added this pay period button right here. So now it'll show. So this goes off of this date. So if I were to change this to the 16th, then it would swap. So that's very straightforward. And then on your view, you would see. So everything's the same, but then you have the pay period hours. So this goes from those dates. So for example, we have 2 people on this. You could just put your mouse over it and see that you have 2 people. This is how many hours they have for this time frame.
Okay.
So straightforward, and then same thing with this. Just how many hours per pay period is a graph that goes on. But yeah, dude, that's that. Very simple.
Sounds awesome. So we can roll that out now then. So we have the whole team in there too.
Yep. So I put everybody's name in here. I filtered it for them. So I don't think you'll ever have to worry about this, but when you go to the person's name, it's filtered by the employee name. Then it has to, as long as their name in Notion contains this, or it could be like Ryan 430, doesn't matter. As long as it contains this, it's good. So same thing with Evan, as long as it has Evan in his name. So like if somebody in Notion, like if her name was like the letter K and the letter C or something in Notion, it wouldn't register for her. So I'd have to change it. So as long as
the total name.
Yeah. It just has to contain it. So it could say Casey Bob or something, but it doesn't So everybody's in there. These are the people that I have. So is it Ryan? Is that how you pronounce it? Rayanne, Evan, Casey, Seth, Leo, Albert, and then Nadia.
Perfect.
I just went off that list you gave me.
You're the only guy.
So that's everybody, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Then yeah, dude, it's good to go. I guess I could get rid of this, huh?
Yeah, we don't need that one in there.
Yeah.
Sweet. So then in BVL hours, I'll be able to see all that stuff, and then get payroll and all that shit.
Yeah, the way that I envisioned it is like you come here when you need to do payroll, and you just go boom, and you just know like there's everybody's hours.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, and if for some reason you don't want to see somebody, you can just take their name off, and you can see what it's like without it, like whatever.
Like each individual, yeah.
Yeah, if you want, I mean, like there's so many things you can do here. It's crazy, dude. But yeah, you can click on it. You can see the actual shifts that they worked too. So I can see every shift that Dawson worked, every shift that Bryson worked, everything. So
okay, cool. I like that, especially the coaches, so I can see if they're doing like a morning, an afternoon, and then an evening check.
Yeah,
with everything, I can see the actual. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, it'll just say the shift. So for some reason, I can't move these around. So how you see this is just how it is, which sucks. But it's kind of there's so much going on here. But you would just find the shift start, which is backwards. So you just find this and then look at the shift end. I don't know why it's backwards, dude. That's so frustrating, but that's how that works.
Good. No, it's so easy.
Maybe I can move it around. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'll look into it. But
cool.
But yeah, dude, this is good to go.
This is good to go.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Hold on, I want to make sure. So I also added the pay period view for this. So it's like there's all shifts, and you click the pay period, and then it'll show you. So it's kind of like this. It'll group it by week. So it's like every week there's your shifts for the week. This is by pay period. So that's the other thing. That's it.
Cool. Yeah. So that's sweet.
The next thing that's good to go. So the form. So like I said, so this is all good to go, but I'm still working on the business expense thing. Which at this point, dude, it's everything in one now. So it's just become a bigger project. So we can roll with this, but it's just probably going to be more. It's probably going to take more time to implement what I've got going now later. So we can roll with this if you want, but it just might take.
The most important thing, I think, when it comes to the expenses, I think it'd be easier if the form isn't directly related to the expenses, and maybe if we can add that later. Because I think for right now with the form, what I really want is the automations with it. So it's like closer puts in client info, client gets plugged into the coaches thing, onboarding thing. Coaches do plug and play stuff like how many workouts, how many whatever, onboarding done. Put it in the new thing, and then the renewals start firing out. That's kind of the most important thing for me. That's what I want to start getting at. And then for finances, or not finances, but for the expense sheet. Was that what you were mentioning? That this is connected to the expenses sheet?
Yeah. So I say expense sheet, but like it's everything at this point. So it's got all things with financials. It's got all things with the client. income. It's got all things with employee hours and shifts and all this stuff. So, so everything that you just said.
Okay, so it does have to be intertwined.
Well, so we can use it now and it doesn't have to be, but then when I link it later, nothing that we've used up to that point will be linked at all. I mean, I can go back there and manually one by one, but yeah.
I got that, yeah. So even with the stuff that we're doing right now, we wouldn't be able to link it anyways because the other stuff's not done.
Yeah, so how everything...
We'd at least have the coaches' sheets done, at least. If we started using it now.
What do you mean the coaches' sheets? Like the hours?
No, so like the form, client name gets plugged into onboarding, and also like the client list of like how many days they are. Is that all in there ready to go?
This thing, is this what you're talking about? Just like the normal form? Yeah, this is good to go, but it's only linked to... so it goes to the master log, goes to the onboarding log, goes to the financials, goes to the renewal, but it's not going to do anything with like the business expense thing whatsoever. So
that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, because at the end of what I pretty much want is I want to take the total income the business makes. I can get that from Stripe, PayPal, transfers, whatever. Take that total number and then just be able to see what my expenses were that I could like even manually put in for different sections, and then see the percentage splits of things. So it's like, employees took up 40%, 30%, 20%. Software ads took up this much percent, comparing to that big number that I could just get from Stripe at the end of the month.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can just manually type that in. But like still, though, like I'm still working on that, so that'll be soon. So you can use this 100%, no problem.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So with that being said, you can use forms, onboarding, master log, finances, renewal it. I think everything up to, we can use all this stuff, dude. It's all good to go.
I also had a question too. So with the check-ins, would it be easier? So we have check-ins. Let's say we're doing them bi-weekly, so it's like 8 times over the course of 16 weeks, or 12 times over 6 months.
Yeah.
Whatever the duration of the client is, it'll like have that. So my question is, if we have like client name, Bryson Sessions, they put that name into a Notion sheet, and we have separate sheets for like week 1, week 3, week 5. Would them putting their name in then mark it as like check-in done? If we make it a Notion check-in instead of a like Go High Level or Google Forms check-in.
Wait. So have you looked at this? Because that's what this does.
No. Okay, so it already does that.
So it's like, got the client here, and then we would link them here, and then we would just save their first check-in date, which can happen in onboarding, and then this would link automatically. But then you just click. So like this would be, let's see. So it would be this one. Nope, next one. So they would actually be in this red one here because there's alternating. So they would be in. Hold on, let me put a name here. Bib, nice. So they would click so that whoever's doing check-ins would just click. So we would just look at the date here, and it's July 21st. So we just click that, and then it would give you the score, give you everything like that. So you just click them off as they go. So like the ideal workflow is that they're sitting here, they're looking at Everfit or whatever. They look at the check-ins. Okay, Bob, he did it. Boom. And then we go down the list, and it's like, whatever. John, okay, done. Then it'll give you the score and everything like that. So it'll look something like this. But yeah. Okay,
so they write the client's name themselves, or the client's already going to be put into this from the automation tracker?
So they should be put in from the automations tracker, but it's kind of tricky because you have check-ins every week, but it's bi-weekly. So somebody's going to be on one log, the other one's going to be on the next log. So I'll have to add some formula automation, but that should be straightforward if I understand how to do it correctly. But yeah.
Okay, cool. This makes sense.
And if you don't like this, I actually was building something for Brian, and I learned more, and I was like, holy shit, it's so much better. So it's like you have 3 buttons, like they checked in or they didn't check in, and it calculates everything. So there's none of this stuff. Because the problem with this is I'm going to have to go in here, and I'm going to have to duplicate this, and I'm going to have to go in here and then rename it to the correct date, and then I'm going to have to go in here and add it to the formula. So
it's a lot more.
It's a lot more work. I mean, it's I think it's clean looking. Like, do they check in? Yes or no? Like straight up, But the other thing, I can show it to you if you want. Let's see. It's I think it's now using it for Brian. So it looks like this. So it would essentially be like, did they check in? Did they miss check in? And click it. Yes, they did. Okay, done. And then that's it. Then they have like a little profile. So if I went in there, so if I click on their profile, I can go to the history and I can see all their check-ins. So I can see they checked in on this week, whatever. So it's their week one. What's really cool about this is it's not week one. Like, so like if everybody started today, everyone wouldn't be on week one. It would be their week of their program. So if they started January 1st and it's January 8th today, that's going to be week 2. But if today is February 1st, it might say week 4 or week 5. So you can compare actually every single week, every client's week 4. Does that make sense? So you can see, it looks like when a client reaches week 4, they start to dip, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet. I like that a lot. So we can see like where the trends are and then see if we need to adjust things with coaches.
So you could be like, oh man, what the hell? On week 8, seems like everybody just drops off. What's going on? You know? But that's how this works. I'd have to, again, that'd just be another project, dude. I can definitely copy paste this and change it up to check-ins, but
let's hold off for now on that. But I think we'll implement the check-in thing probably last, just to not overwhelm the coaches. But walk me through it. So the forms, closer. Yeah. Put in the new client form. They put in this info.
Yep. So just so I can walk you through it. So they put in the information, and then what happens is all this info goes to the master log. So name, date, start date, time, all that stuff that goes to the master log. And then it goes to so the name, the link, and then when I say link, things have to link together. And that's why these automations are so helpful, because it links it automatically. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work. It also puts their status to onboarding, and then it'll go to complete when they're done. And then it also goes to financials. So it puts everything here. So like if they're paid in full, like what's their amount, they're split, what's their amount, all that. And then it also puts it into the renewal follow-ups. And then we'll follow up with them when they're close to renewal. So this is separate from the 4, 12, 20 week thing, which I haven't gotten around to yet, but it's the opposite. So this is 30, 60, 90 from their renewal. And then the one that you want me to build is going to be after they've signed up. So that's when they fill out this form, all of this happens. And it's like, I like it. It's like 10 questions or 20, I don't know, whatever. And then the onboarding, I think we went over this. I haven't changed anything here, but, that's okay. So then, so the client comes in here. Did they have their welcome call? So you just check it off. When's the date of the welcome call? I mean, like, you don't have to use this. It's there for you. Did they make their intro post in the group? Did they get their first check-in complete? Yes. And then after week 1, we'd come in here and just type in the number, and you can put whatever. So if it was like 4 out of 5, or maybe they're only doing 3, I don't know. And you just do it 2 out of 3, it doesn't matter. Second week. And then when you click complete, it just moves them over. So you sure? Yep. Cool. And then Bob comes down here.
Sick. Yeah, that's perfect.
This is just a log, so you can see the history of who joined, when they completed, who is the person that said that they completed it, just as some accountability. But yeah,
we'll implement this week. This is sick.
Cool. Yeah, it's all good to go. You can add whatever, it doesn't matter. You can put whatever, however you want to do it, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And
sweet. There
is the master log. There's not really much to look at here. It's just like their current program date and how long they have left, Does
this do a countdown similar to the sheets?
Yeah. So if I did, I think
once we have our first person in there and I can actually see it in use, it'll be so much easier for me to understand it a lot versus hypotheticals.
Yeah. So if Bob is in here and he started on July 1st, we could see he's on day 21, week 3, month 1. And there should be a days left in here, I think.
Yeah, Bob.
So it should have. Hold on. So if they ended, 6 months later, I guess that would be the first. Then we could see that they have 163 days left.
Is there any way to color coordinate that?
Yeah. So how that works is it's in this follow-ups right here. So it's right here. So when they...
sick. Okay.
Yeah, so blue... I made this so you don't have to look at it. So how it would work is if somebody's 90 days out, within 7 days of the date. Okay, within 7 days of the date that is 90 days out, they're going to show up here. And then same with 60, 30, 14. And then if we don't have an end date, then they'll show up here, just so we can catch them. Like nobody can fall through the cracks. Which is
for like
cool.
some people that are like month to month and stuff, they'll just stay in there, no end date.
Yeah, and then so it's there so that we can add an end date, or if they really don't have one, then we'll just know that, okay, they're over there. We don't bother them, you know. And there's and then if you ever need to learn how to use some of this, there's a whole Q&A that I made for this stuff. So
I was reading this. Yeah, this is super helpful. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
this is great.
And then there's the Loom video as well.
This is awesome, man. You built some really cool stuff.
Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I geek out over this stuff, dude. So the only thing, it's just so tedious, you know. Like I enjoy it, but it's like some of the stuff you'd be surprised. Like it takes me 20 minutes to like make a little green box like this, dude. It's so dumb, but whatever.
What do you do for yourself when you're not doing this?
Dude, it sounds crazy. This is what I do. Like I've worked. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but like I know I only work 2 hours for you, but like I put in so much more, you know, with like every coach. It's like whatever I'm working on, I just try to finish that thing. So it's just kind of like, yeah, dude. I just nerd out over this stuff.
Work, though, what do you do?
What do I do outside of this?
Yeah.
I hit the gym.
Outside of the gym and work, what do you do?
This, dude. I mean, I'm dead serious. This is what I do.
I want you to pick up a hobby, man.
Dude, I enjoy this so much.
Computer. I know. I enjoy work too. But I know what it's like when you're grinding out and just like at the desk, at the computer. I want you to do something sick for yourself. You deserve it, man.
I just bought a new car. That counts.
Hell yeah. What kind?
I got a Tesla Model S. It's actually pretty cool.
That's sick. That's sick, dude. That's dope. That's dope.
I'm not a car guy. I don't really care about this stuff, but that thing hauls ass, dude. And that's, for me, that's crazy. You know, it's very cool.
One of my friends has a Model Y, and yeah, that thing fucking rips.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
They're cool thing. They're cool cars.
Yeah, I'm becoming a Tesla fanboy now, dude. I'm looking into it. Like my neighbor has a Cybertruck, and I'm just like, oh, that's so sick, you know?
Yeah, no,
it's very cool.
Do you like basketball?
I used to, dude, but like I don't know. I just fall out of it. It's just so hard to follow. Like I just don't care enough anymore.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah, I've been trying to. I was really into basketball too. A couple of years back, I played it like in university and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to get back into like shooting some hoops and just like doing stuff outside of work. Because I found like the only reason I'm saying this is because in the last like 30 days, I've been doing a lot of things outside of just working a lot, and I found that I've had a lot more creativity and like feel like my like passion for life has kind of come back. And
really, okay.
Yeah, and like I know what it's like when you get in the ruts and you get stuck, and like obviously you like what you do. But I want you to feel like super creative, super free, and also like that's the cool thing about working online is like you do get that freedom. And I know you have like big visions and big goals, so I want to like see what you personally like to do and like spend more time doing that kind of stuff. That's not work, and becoming like your own human outside of it. Because it took me like 4 years to do this. I just want to throw that out there because like I can tell like with the energy, it's like I'm kind of going through it right now.
Yeah, and I kind of feel obligated to do so right now, though.
I know.
Like I
know how that is.
You know that whole trap of if this then that. Like I'll be happy when, you know, that whole thing. So I don't feel that happy. I don't feel that the happy thingy. I feel the like I can like stop this, you know, the 14-hour days when I make this a whole system, and then I can start selling the system. Like I guess it'd be a different frame if that makes sense, you know. That's a whole different realm, dude.
It's like a similar thing, though. Like it's like waiting for that thing, but then when that thing starts, it's like you're gonna be working so much on that business that you're starting the ads on that, the marketing on that. That's once I have my first 20, 40 clients on this, then I'll be happy. Then when I have my first 75 clients, then I'll be happy. So if we start this now, Bryson, it's gonna be a lot easier to feel like your own person when you do. Because I do see like your business is gonna be fucking firing up like very soon. Especially with all, like how hard you're working and all the stuff you're putting in. Like there's no doubt in my mind, but I want to make sure before you're in all that you are okay, that you aren't just like work, and you're able to like get the rewards from the work that you're going to be putting in.
Yeah.
This is one thing like I've struggled with like heavily. So that's why I kind of see it. And I wanted to kind of throw this out there, like pause the chat a bit.
Yeah. This is what I got.
Dude, like this is your schedule.
Yeah. It's very loose. Like sometimes I move things around, but.
So you're doing ops 6 to 10. What do you do between 5 to 6? Have dinner?
I just put a gap between that and then a gap between, like I work in 4 hour chunks It just seems to work for me. So it's like wake up, work,
great.
and then go to the gym. So like it's about a 2 hour, 3 hour, 2.5, I don't know. And 4 hours work, hour break, and then finish it off. So this could be like that or something. It kind of just depends on what. Like work for Brian is so up and down, dude. So
I can imagine some days it's 4 hours, some days it's like 12.
Dude, it's crazy because I talked to. Do you know Britzy at all? Are you familiar with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I talk with her. I don't talk with anybody else, and I'm like, hey, when should this be done? She's like, well, if you ask Brian yesterday, and I'm like, fuck. Other times it's like he's very intense that
intense.
way.
Very, very intense. You would think that it would be Cole. That's the more intense one. But my videographer, he works for Cole. And
is that Nick?
I see it like, no, his name's Mateo. He's like, like the back end. Yeah. So I see like how Cole runs his team, and then I see how Brian runs it, and it is like night and day. Like Brian is like, if this isn't ready by this time at this day, like we're gonna have a fucking problem. Like Cole's like that too, but he's a lot more like, hey, good job. Like you did this. This was awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like he's a lot more like vocal. Like his like appreciation.
I work better with that for sure. Like I made a whole spreadsheet for Brian. He was like, hey, this is too fucking complex, bro. And I'm like, all right, dude. Thanks. Yeah.
Be in the mindset of like knowing that like it'll be very rare to get that like big praise from Brian specifically. Just being in the loop of things, but he does appreciate all the stuff that he's just super busy.
Oh, I can't imagine, dude. I mean, he's probably bringing in millions a month though, right?
1 to 2. Yeah.
Nuts.
It's crazy.
Wait, so you're one-on-one with him, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
But in terms of like you, Bryson, like just looking at this, like 6:30 to 10, that's 10:30. That's great. Like you give yourself like 4. What's operations? Strength compound operations.
Oh, that's Trey.
Trey. Oh, so you're working for Trey at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and these times, like I don't think anybody's really solid on actual time frames. So like this just seems to work well for me. So I just been rolling with it.
Bryson, bro, you're working from 6:30 to 10 p.m.
I know, dude. But dude,
that's an issue. That's an issue. I'm going to let you know right now. This is going to burn you the fuck out, and you're going to lose passion in the next couple of years of doing this.
You think so?
As much as you like it, yes. Because I was obsessed with coaching, and I was doing the same shit for like 2 years, and I hated it. I hated my life.
Why did you? So like you loved it, and then you hated it. Why did you start to hate it?
I got too busy. My days were so repetitive. The day by really fucking quick because it's the exact same thing every single day.
Okay, I feel that way right now. I was thinking about that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, your days feel 2 hours long. Like even though like you work from 6:30 until 10 p.m. So what I would recommend, dude. So 6:30, then you have your gym from 11 to 12:30. This is from Monday to Friday, correct?
This is every day. So this is the Sunday to. So I'm moving things around, but yeah, so this is Sunday to Saturday. This is a full week right here.
Okay.
So if you want to see 14 days, like 2 weeks.
Now let's see. So Sunday is the only day that you have a little bit of a gap there. Question: you don't have to answer this, but financially, like, are you good? Like comfortable right now with things? Like you're not like stressed for money and all that stuff?
Dude, that's a tricky one to answer, and here's why. So you know that whole resignation thing with my job? You remember
the government job, yeah?
Yeah, so I still get money from them. So like to answer that question right now, like no, I'm cool. Like I just bought a new car where I'm all right. But when that ends, I'm then going to be moving in with my girlfriend, actually coincidentally the same time frame. And everything's going to be good. But it's kind of, I just feel like a much greater responsibility to like be able to provide and stuff.
Yep.
So I just want to be way more like I actually just paid off $4,000 worth of debt 3 days ago. And so I'm just trying to be like debt free. So like when I'm moving in with her, like financial issues are just never a thing that we have to worry about. That's the whole goal. So
100%. Do you want my 2 cents on this?
Dude, I would love it.
I'm here to help, dude. Like I care about you, and like,
I appreciate it, dude.
Your last call, like you're my least problematic person that works for me, and I am very, very grateful for that. So you want to have your business, and that's going to be the financial freedom thing. This isn't freedom. Like this could be like you're getting paid like the $31.50 an hour or whatever it is, and you're working like 10, 12, 14-hour days. You'll be able to get by with that even when you move in with your girlfriend, and it's soon enough, like Mina will pay you a little bit more. You can ask for a raise eventually. Like
I definitely should have charged more from the start.
100%. Especially with what you're doing. Like, but regardless of that, like, you're pretty much working a 9 to 5 on steroids right now, bro. So the way that I see this is like, you're running your business. That's one thing that's going to light you the fuck up. I'm sure, like, doing the same operations for 4 different people and then doing like a grueling 4 hours for Brian, like, it's fun. You enjoy the stuff you're doing, but that's not going to be the same level of like excitement as like, hey, you just sign on a client for like $1,000 a month. They need this thing that you've already built. You can see how it's working for the company. And like, you don't have to touch a whole lot of the stuff. It's like ready, plug and play. You just show them how. That's and then you'll be able to scale that. Have 10 people that are paying you $1,000 a month. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah.
So, and even if it's like a 3-month, 4-month retainer of like, and like a little support, doing calls with these people, teaching them how to use Notion, whatever it is, how you build that program, that call, like teaching other people is going to be like the thing that you're passionate about. Because that's how I'm passionate about fitness, is teaching other people about fitness too. And that is going to get you so much farther than just like the 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.s.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to be doing this.
So what I want to challenge you to do, Bryson, is maneuver around things. I personally think your 6:30 to 10:30, like, you should give yourself more than 30 minutes of like start morning and then start work. I was the same way. I roll over grab my phone, hit the alarm button, turn it off, and start slinging DMs, booking calls in my bed. Like, and I feel like that's kind of similar to you. You wake up, you probably like splash your face of water and then get right on to stuff with Trey. Is that accurate?
Yeah. So I hear that. So Mina just told me the same thing, actually. He's like, because we kind of went over a similar thing, and he was like, wake up, do this thing, do this. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole laundry list. Because he was like, yeah, that 10 before 10 thing, that doesn't work for me. I do my own thing. I'm like, cool, because I tried the 10 before. That's what they teach you in the CLA, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude, like, this is exciting for me. So like, getting out of bed to come to do this is exciting. But I know I would feel better if I woke up and, like, I don't know, maybe went for a walk or some shit. Because I sometimes do that, just walk around my complex. But I've heard people say that, but for me, I don't know. So why did you switch? Like, why did you said you used to wake up and sling DMs. Why do you not do that anymore?
No, I'm thinking.
My biggest thing for me was my relationship with my girlfriend was really starting to crumble.
Oh man. Okay.
So she does the same thing as me, just at a smaller scale. She's also in the mastermind and stuff. She's doing great.
Oh, cool.
So we were doing the same thing. We were spending a lot of time together. However, we weren't spending like boyfriend-girlfriend time together. Like, there wasn't like date nights. There was every now and then. But she noticed with me was like, I'd be doing shit. Like, she'd be like, hey, do you want to go get dinner? Or do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go do this? Like, I'd love to, but I just can't fucking do that because I have a client call. I have to do this. I have to fix this thing. I have to do that thing. Brian just texted me that I have to rewrite this script, so I got to do that tonight too. And then she was just like, fuck, like, I have a roommate. So my worry with seeing this is that it scares the hell out of me because I was this. And if you're moving in with her, like, she's going to want to spend time with her man. Like, obviously, you want to provide. And, like, for us, dude, like, I get it. You're what, like 26?
I just turned 28 last week, yeah. 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I'm 25, and it's like, we're young, with in our 20s, like, we're also wanting to go into our 30s, like, very successful. Like, we have, like, men have, like, a financial clock. Girls don't look at things the same way as men do. And one of my other mentors, Will, like, he looked at my business when I was, like, crumbling. He's like, if you keep doing this, your girlfriend's going to get sick of you and leave in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to, like, weigh out my options. Like, what do I fix in my business to still have things running the way I want? But more importantly, like, what do I need to do in order to be the man that I want to be for her, more than just someone who provides and, like, makes her life good? Like, who makes her feel really good? And that's one thing I was struggling with when I was working so much. But all my time and energy into this, I could barely put time and energy into her. So that is why, like, I wanted to have this chat and kind of see this too, because, like, I'm not saying that will happen. I've been with Brian for around 4 years now, and I've seen it happen a lot to people who do work long hours. And Daddy, like I said, I care about you, and I want to make sure, like, you are in the best possible state for yourself, because that also means the work you're going to do is that much better too.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with
recent posts. I'm not sure if you read any of my recent posts, but I've been opening up quite a bit about things with just, like, doing the 10, 12-hour days and how it was burning me the fuck out. I still do 10-hour days when I need to. I still work a lot. Like, I still do all that stuff. Sometimes I work 7 days in the week, but I also give myself time to be with my friends, trying to play basketball more, go to a boxing class outside of just like the fitness, and like push myself like mentally and physically in other ways, because I got sick of like the day feeling like it was 3 hours long. I'd wake up, do my thing, like workout, rush home, meetings, tracking things, checking things, doing things. Then I'd eat dinner and I'd be drained. I got sick of that. So I wanted to catch this early because I know you're super fucking busy. So I want you to sit with this and see like what you want, Bryson, for your life, and if this is it. Because I think we both know the answer.
This is not it, but I feel like
this right here. Exactly.
I feel like the bridge. I feel like this is almost like a required bridge to cross to get to where I'm trying to go.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there are those like seasons in life when you have to grind your face off, do things, but this can't be a long-term solution. So I want you to be thinking like bigger picture of like Bryson's life a year from now. Like, is it going to be 6:30 to 10 p.m. working, or is it going to be 6:30? We wake up, we sleep in a little bit, we wake up, chill for a bit, have some breakfast, stretch, go for a walk outside. You're in Arizona, right?
No, I'm in Utah. I used to live in Arizona though.
You're in Utah?
Yeah, I used to live in Arizona though.
Go get some sun. Go see some dope ass Mars-looking mountains or something in the morning, and then get to work at like 7:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mars-looking mountain. That's southern Utah, but yeah.
Okay, but yeah, you know what I mean though.
Yeah.
It's like, because that's going to light you up for things too. And even like with this, if there's anything that you can do to move shit around, I think that giving yourself that midday block, you need that.
This fitness right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to that a lot.
Boundaries you have to do too, man. If you want to work 5 days a week for me, that's cool. I don't want you. I want you to take my weekends. I will text people back that work for me, but I don't go into Slack. I don't touch fucking anything else unless I absolutely need to. So if you need that time for yourself and you need that extra 2 hours from like my block, I'm totally cool with that. Like even if that's just going to give you like even on Sundays, give yourself. Don't work for my company. Give yourself 2 hours to go do some cool shit. Go on a hike, girl. Go do something. Go shoot some hoops at a rec and like the YMCA or something around you. Or like just do something that's outside of everything else. Because then that's also going to make you look forward to the things that you're doing that are new. It's also going to help with your creativity a lot too.
So the trap that I get into in my head now is like I want to take advantage of that, but then I think that's just now it's going to take me longer to build this system to then sell it. So like the more that I don't work on it now, the more I'll have to work on it later. So that's in my head. It's like more now that, you know what I mean?
Dude, you're working in 4 different accounts. You have so much shit that's built out already. You're going to have more things that are being built out throughout the week, and you need to live your life. That is above business. Like it's health, wealth, relationships. Health is great if you're like on textbook healthy, but if like your brain, if you're not doing shit to like excite yourself, it's going to start dwindling down time after time, and you're going to be a lot more efficient. You're going to be a lot more productive if you give yourself that one day, even just 2 hours to do something. And like if you can't do it from anyone else, like take a Sunday off of our schedule and just do you in those 2 hours. Like I'm giving you permission to take a break here.
Well, thanks, dude. All right. What if we just did that moving forward then? So no Sundays.
Yeah, and even if you like, doesn't have to be anyone else. Just take it out on our stuff on Sundays. And if you want to check something, cool. Make sure you do something for yourself first before you do something for me on Sundays.
Okay. All right, dude.
Like, and I think I feel like I've been pretty like I'm not really like on your ass about getting shit done, and like I'm not like an aggressive like with I need this at this time and whatever. Like I understand you have a life and I want you to live it. That's what's super important to me. Like I don't want anyone who works for me to be like just so on their computer, nothing else going on in their life like that. I don't want anyone who works for me doing that.
I actually overthink the hell out of that, dude, because you're not on my ass. I'm like, dude, he's probably so annoyed with me not getting this thing done, you know? Like every time I like delay something.
I know it's coming.
Yeah. I just get like the other day, like when you said it the first time, like I'm one of the easier people that you work with. I was like, thank goodness that he thinks that, you know, tell my girlfriend that. It was so funny. I'm like, Dawson said this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been stoked with how things are going, and I know once we put them in motion, it's going to be good. It takes time. It's all good. Like I was thinking about what we were chatting about the last time too, and how like if you had a thing that you did like a done for you build, and say it's like a 7K US build or something, like I would have paid that, and we're just doing things like a bit is taking longer instead of it just being done for you. It's like you're customizing it, and that takes time. I understand that.
Yeah.
You're also working for 4 other people or 3 other people, so it's like.
Yeah, the other trap, dude, is like it's almost
move your Mina call to 1 p.m., man.
Okay, so
I swear to God, you're clashing with the dentist.
Yeah, so we're gonna figure that out. But the calls that we do, so like his team call and stuff, should be yellow.
Yeah.
Those are, it's kind of like unpaid, which kind of, it's weird, but yeah. So it's just kind of like whenever they.
In my opinion, that's unacceptable. In my opinion, when I do stuff with my team, like it's on for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I operate, and I think most businesses should. So you could have a conversation with them if it's going into your free time and show them, be like, I'm working 6:30 to 10 p.m. Like if we're going to be doing an hour-long call in the day, it's got to be during our 1 to 3 session. So maybe that 12 to 1 call, like maybe it's 1 to 1:30. You just go over things quickly.
Mm-hmm. I think this is his schedule when he's also busy as shit. I think it's kind of like whatever he's got, because I can plug this in wherever. I can put this down. Like it doesn't matter for me. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But yeah,
I get that.
What was I gonna say, dude? I don't know.
You need time for you, dude. That's all. That's the last thing I have to say. You need time for you. Like the days can't keep feeling like it's just like wake up, work, eat, sleep, wake up, work, eat, sleep. Then you have your date night. That's that. Have a date night for yourself or a date day for yourself on Sundays. Like that's the least that you should be doing for yourself. Like at the bare minimum, just give yourself more time on Saturday, Sunday.
Well, how my schedule works now is, so my girlfriend comes over Saturday, we have date night, she spends the night, and then we spend Sunday together. But she really likes hanging out by the pool because I've got one over here. I live in a townhome complex, so she'll go down there and read and just hang out. And she loves that, so I'm like, oh, cool. She's also one of the most supportive people I've ever met, thank goodness. So everything, like, I haven't showed her this calendar, but she's very supportive of what I've got going on, which is very, very cool. So I'm very lucky in that regard. So we've never clashed with any of this stuff before. So
good.
Don't want to though. You know,
so
don't want to start.
So that never happens.
Yeah.
Because when you're living together, she's going to want to do more things.
Well, I think so too. I mean, like she works her full time. Like she's got a job where she has to go somewhere. You know, so she'd be home in the evening, and so probably would want to spend time together in the evenings. You know. So if I could just move this somewhere else.
One thing that's huge is setting boundaries. Even if it's with your employers. Scary with Brian, but the 6 to 10 is huge, dude. That's a big chunk.
Well, like I said, dude, this is just like kind of me for to time block it, because sometimes dude, the whole month of June I worked like 2-3 hours. So right now I just have projects to work on, so now it's more. So that could be nothing, but yeah.
Okay, cool. But before our next call, let's do another one next week, man. I want to see slight adjustments to this. Let's see what you can make happen for that. I know it's going to be tough, even if it's something small. But like, I keep saying this, I have a broken record, but like, take the time for you, Bryson.
Okay, dude.
It's important, and you're going to be working more efficient for everyone else that you work for when you're showing up for yourself.
Yeah,
the best that you can.
I hear you, dude. Okay. What time on Monday?
For us?
Yeah, and it can be whenever, dude. I can move the stuff around.
You're 2 hours ahead of me right now. It's 12 o'clock for me.
It's about to be 1 for me.
About to be 1? Okay.
Yeah. When you book the calls, do you do Arizona time?
I do PST, Pacific time, California time.
So does Zoom automatically change it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I'll just go book into my link, dude, that I sent you, because that one is linked directly to my calendar.
Okay.
So then it'll go in a time that I do have free. And then we'll lock it in, okay?
All right, dude. Dude, I appreciate you so much. Like, so much. Thank you so much, dude. For real.
Yeah, of course. I could tell there's something going on, so I wanted to take a little bit of a deeper dive into things here. Yeah, I care about you, man. I want you to succeed, and a year from now, your life's going to be significantly more different.
Appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Of course, man. I got you, bro. Cool. I'm going to get out of here. I have a call in 2 minutes, but crush it, bro. If you need anything, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll review all the stuff you showed me, and then I'll start implementing with the team. Yeah, you said you got looms on everything or every little section, right?
Should be, and it's a how to use drop down, click it, and the loom is right there. But yeah.
Beautiful. Amazing. I'll go check those out, and if I have questions, I'll send you a text, okay?
Okay. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Of course. Peace, Preston. Have a good one.
Dude, was not expecting that. Was not expecting that, dude.
In progress.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really good feedback. Thank you for that feedback too. And also, once again, thank you for showing up and absolutely crushing it. You've been setting the standard for the team, and I'm super grateful. And yeah, I think we booked almost 30 calls last week. The goal was 25. So Sam's she's a killer now too. She's doing really good. So yeah, the team is in place, and I just want you to know I appreciate it. And then hopefully this guy, Bryson here, can help with some ops stuff. Bryson, I got Jamaica and Luis dropping in real quick because we have been having a lot of issues with that Google Sheet.
Oh, no.
I don't know what we need to do. I did talk to Jamaica because it's really like, it's whatever they want to do, right? At the end of the day, I want their job to be easier.
Yeah.
For me, the Google Sheet makes sense in my brain, and Jamaica agreed with that. She likes the flow of it. So I don't know what you can do for us in terms of that's pretty top priority because they're crushing it right now, and I don't want that to slow them down.
Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Let me pull up the sheet. It's the business
Hey,
metric
if you have
sheet?
anything to add, please go for it.
Maybe we can move like the May and June inside Notion, and then we can keep July for now. It's in July right now. We already have like 2,800, and we're still like the 21st of 21st of July. That's why it's perfect.
I'm still scrolling. Hold on.
So yeah, I mean that is an idea, Bryson. I don't know. Would that help that Google Sheet work better? Like if we just took, copy and pasted all the leads that we're not working with right now and just put those in Notion, like the thing you built in Notion, just to have them there still and then clear that out. Would that help it?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we just copy pasted and just got rid of it from this sheet itself, I think that would help a ton because there's so much in here. Anything to remove it or to just put it elsewhere and not this file would be a game changer for sure. It would still be kind of laggy, but it would be a lot smoother than it is now. That's for sure.
What's the difference, Bryson, would there be a difference in putting that in like an Excel file?
I think Excel could probably handle more because it's local to your computer rather than like online shared across different people. But if you need it shared across different people, then I think it would be the same thing.
Okay. So it sounds like the quickest fix to that is like, hey, just have you get all that information onto Notion, correct?
Yeah, because we can put it in Notion and then just kind of like tuck that away so that way it wouldn't slow anything down. Yeah, I could make a quick thing where I just copy paste, but yeah.
That's a question though. Is the format would still be the same, like how it was inside the sheet? The tagging and all?
Yeah, so pretty much what you see in Google Sheets would be the exact same thing in Notion. I mean, like small differences, but yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we can absolutely
that
make
would be
that
my
happen.
next thing, Jamaica. How do we want to make sure that we go back and follow up with those leads? What would be the best system for that?
What if Coach we like create a different sheet or a different worksheet for May and June? Not like the worksheet right now. We can create a different Google Sheet that's shareable as well if you like, so we can easily check on it.
Morning.
Good morning, Luis. I like that idea, and that's like I love Notion for what we built, but it seems like this is so heavy. It's going to get so confusing in Notion. I don't know why the Google Sheet, and I think the team agrees. It's just like simple to see all the charters. So that's an option too, Bryson. That would take no time. We could just copy that and just copy that into a secondary Google Sheet. We could just share that across the team for the old leads.
Yeah, we can do that 100%. That was just like literally copy, open a new file, paste, done.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you think, Jamaica? Does that sound like a better idea for you?
That sounds like okay, so that we will just, we can just go along with two sheets, not just opening one workbook or one work file. So we can move like May and June to a different work file and then, or different sheet. I'm not sure. Because if it's still in the same file, I believe it's like the what do you call this? The heaviness of the file is still there, right? So I think we have to create a different a file for May and June so that it will be transferred to, but still shareable file, shareable sheet.
Have you thought on using maybe SharePoint from 365, like an Excel file uploaded on SharePoint, so each one of the months has its own file? If it's on SharePoint, it's almost like Google Sheets, right? But it's a different files uploaded into the cloud. I don't know if it will be like less heavy, the file, if it's on SharePoint, or I don't know if you want to continue using Google Sheets, because Google Sheets normally stands on a website base, right? And the heavier it gets the file, the difficult it is to work on it, because it's crash, sometimes it doesn't load properly. But I don't know, what are your thoughts there, Bryson?
What if we just made a whole new file? So just copy the whole file that we have now and then clear everything out. So keep what we have now, make a duplicate, and then that one's going to be, nothing is going to be inside of it. And then we can just add it all together when we need to.
Here's my only thing with that. Are we just not setting ourselves up for another issue in the future? I mean, because they're cranking. Like, how long until that Google Sheet is lagging and then we have another Google Sheet?
Well, right now I think there's multiple months in there, right? So if we just did 1 month per new file, there's actually formulas where you can make a new spreadsheet entirely and then link it to different files. So we can do that at the very end of the year or something to see the year totals or whatever you want to do.
No, that's cool. I just want to make sure that we're not just creating another problem that we're all going to be sitting here talking about again in 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would
definitely
it would be a monthly thing for sure, I think, to start a new file. So you just duplicate the current one and just clear it.
Because one thing, what I was going to say there is, like, if that is the case, then it's like, do we just rip the Band-Aid off and throw it in Notion? Because would that ever happen with Notion? Is that a possibility with it as well?
I mean, with that much data, I'm sure it would be slow, but like with the buttons and the automations and stuff, like right now, you put all the information in, you could make it so it's a form. You just type it in, submit it, and then it's separate so it doesn't lag. It shouldn't anyway.
Let's do this, Bryson. Let's direct your energy to, let's just do the quick Google Sheet thing like the team wants really quick.
Okay.
Then let's also take that old data and let's go ahead and backlog it in Notion too.
Okay.
That way we can see how Notion responds. Because obviously we're building Notion out for the future of hey, having things built in long term. And then that way we'll actually know, we'll be able to see. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and that way we can keep the team, their stuff all clean and clear, and it doesn't mess up their workflow, because as you can see, they're absolutely smashing it. I don't want to throw a wrench in anything they're doing. They're freaking crushing. So, we'll do that. So we'll make 2 Google Sheets. We'll just share it with everybody, and that way we'll have the backlog that we can track follow-ups with.
Okay. So you want to move May and June, or just move 1 month to Notion, see how it does, but then before that, put all fix the Google Sheet so it's faster, and we just make a new one, clear it out so it's faster.
Yeah, we'll fix the Google Sheet first, and then, dude, let's just do this. Let's just go ahead and copy and paste all the current data and throw it in Notion. Is that possible?
Yeah.
And just see how it responds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. We can totally do that.
Yeah. And then we'll keep their stuff, their workflow the exact same, like I said, because I don't want to mess it up. And that'll just kind of be like a project me and you can keep an eye on. Each month we can just post a new month in there and see how Notion actually responds to it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sweet. Real quick, Jamaica and Luis, I was just going to tell you guys, once again, thank you for all your hard work. Luis, I was telling Jamaica, the Kingdom ads that are running right now, I'm going to pump some more money into them. Those ads, if we're slow on DMs, let's make sure we don't wait 30 days to follow up with those people. Let's make sure that we kind of recycle them a little bit sooner, because those are hot leads and they're our exact demographic. And then secondly to that would be, Jamaica, do you know how many followers you were allowed to follow before it almost restricted us the other day?
As per experience, I believe it will just take for following 100 a day.
Okay, so 100 a day. So if you guys are working across the day, realistically, you guys could do about 20 follows a day and on shift.
Will refresh after 24 hours, but I think we can, we can follow, but there's like a window. We can do more than 100, but we have to have a window so that that Instagram will not flag us. Like after, let's say, for example, we follow 5, then after 5 minutes, we follow 5 again, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that's key too with the ads running, because if they're not following us, those messages just get sent into the abyss somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we have another pinned reel on the page, it's me and my client Mariah, and they're commenting me down below. There's hundreds and hundreds of comments that like people don't follow us. So I guess in the next ad, I'm gonna write, make sure you're following us and Comment Kingdom. But honestly, most people don't read, so I don't know if that's gonna help, but I'll try it.
Well, maybe you can include that on the end of your video, something like when you talk to Sam. Don't forget, it's just like an ad lib that don't forget to follow us, something like that.
Yeah,
so that it won't.
That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Make sure to just throw that. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Jamaica, you're smart. I don't know if anybody's told you that, but you're smart, and I appreciate you. That's super, super simple. I'll actually put that into a video tomorrow, so that'll work out good. Because I just want to make sure that we capture those leads, especially because, I'm just pumping money and paying for them, and then you guys are crushing it too. So, yeah, sweet. Luis, do you have anything, or Jamaica, do you have anything to share with Luis while we're here? Or do you guys need anything from Bryson? Or
none so far. I'm all good. I'm just concerned with the tracker.
Cool. You're the best. Luis, you need anything, brother?
Not at the time. I think that, the only thing is the tracker, right? Go ahead and try to, as Jamaica said, right? I will try to use my own Excel file first before inputting into the Google Sheet, just in case it crashes during the day. But I will keep all the info, so like at the end of the day, I just can place it in.
Well, let's do this. Bryson, you can have that Google Sheet. I mean, that'll take no time, right? Just to make that switch.
Yeah, that's like a 10-minute thing.
Yeah, so Luis, within the next hour, Bryson will have another sheet for us, and the main sheet should be clean. That way you don't have to spend extra time at the end of the day re-inputting data, which is why I wanted to have everybody here together to make sure we get this cleaned up.
Okay, cool. I mean, it doesn't take too much time, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but any time that you're re-inputting data, you just got to think because think about the time it takes to send a DM, that could be a book call. Right, so if I'm inputting data, even if it's 5 minutes, that could be a 5-minute conversation in the DM where we're booking a call.
Okay, cool. I will wait for the response.
Sweet. Luis, Jamaica, you guys are free to rock and roll. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's have a big week, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Yep. And then, Bryson, I just watched that video, dude.
Which one?
The one that you sent last week, that 14-minute video. So that looks clean. I just wanted to kind of get on here with you and just if there's anything in there, I want to kind of see where we're at on that project kind of directly. I don't know if that's the exact same place we're at now, and then what you need from me, just get clear on that.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Let me see. I don't know if I need.
Sick,
What'd you say?
It looks sick though. That's exciting.
Oh, I'm glad, dude.
All the automations.
Yeah, there's so much. I've made quite a bit of progress since, but nothing looks different. It's just like the formulas and the automations and stuff. Sorry, I got some allergies going, so I sound kind of congested. But so I had to split. Let me share my screen really quick. So I recently put everything into one big file, but now it's actually multiple. So we have just hourly employees, just salary employees, for example. So I'm working on splitting all that stuff up, but you're going to have one big line, of everything data for the whole month. So like all income, all expenses, profit loss, recurring, how many expenses, average expense. You're going to have how many hourly employees, how many hours did the team work for the entire month, what was the total pay for the month, how many salary employees, was the total pay for salary employees, and then commissions, and then all that stuff, things like this. I mean, that big long text that I sent you, that's going to have all this in one line. And it sounds kind of complex, but you're going to have that per month. And I've shown you this, I think a dozen times now, but something like this where it has like every piece of information you could possibly need for the month so that way you can compare. And there's also going to be a bar chart where you can just like click, I want to compare May to April, or I want to compare January to March or something like that. And You can compare everything back and forth to see how you were crushing it, the expenses, maybe you hired another person, whatever. So, dude, this has turned out to be one giant ass project. So it is taking much longer than I thought because it's touching everything. Like it starts with the form, the closer form. You know what I mean? So it starts from the very, very top. So it's just very complex, but it's coming together nicely, dude. I mean, it's like I'm testing stuff out as I go. It's pretty cool. So that's where we're at with this.
Sweet. So something that next week we're going to have enough clients now to start onboarding clients to my second coach, Coach Mariah.
Sweet.
And the goal is to be paying them per client. So I don't know if we talked about this the other week, but is this something that is going to be something? This is something that I need automated from like the master log. If it's like, hey, Coach Brandon is this client's $300 a month. He gets $75 per client here, and that being automated as well.
So there's going to be a coach that gets his own clients?
Yeah, so essentially I only work with 5 people at a time. Everybody else goes to the other coaches. So the way that it's going to be set up, and this has been my vision for a while, I just haven't been able to get it there yet, and we're knocking on its door, is for Brandon, instead of getting paid salary, he is going to getting paid per client. And the reason that is to motivate them to keep as many clients as Gage. I can make sure that they're not, slipping on check-ins, because at the end of the day, if they lose a client, they lose income.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And Mariah will be the same way. She'll be getting per client as well. Because like I said, I'm shutting my gym down at the end of the year. So that's kind of why I got people on salary and hourly. But the vision is going to be completely this model right here. They're going to get a certain percentage of whatever the monthly subscription is for the client. And so having that automated, if Coach B, he goes in there and selects that he has 87 clients at $300 a month, then it'll let me know because they get paid per week on a weekly basis, how much that would be.
So if Brandon has, what would you say, 50 clients, would you say?
100, because he's about to hit 100.
And then he gets, I'm just writing hypotheticals here. So it's like, would you say 75?
Yeah, $75 per client. Now, I'm going to double check with Brian on Combos with Me tomorrow what he recommends. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. And that would be monthly, of course. But the pay would be weekly.
Okay, I'm just writing notes. Yeah, got it. So if he has 100 clients, you'd want to see how much what his pay is for the week based on those clients?
Yeah, so like an automated for like payroll, kind of like the closer automation for payroll or commission. Because it's essentially he's getting commission on his clients he coaches. This is the way it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
And he's also going to make more revenue than he's making now, so it's a win-win from all the way around. But that is the vision and goal, and I want to get that implemented soon. But I just want to make sure if it's left up to me to go through and navigate, like if a client cancels, right? Like, hey, that's going to be out of his pay for the week. Or if a client's card bounces, that's going to be out of his pay for the week. So I just want to make sure that all that stuff is automated, because if that's left up to me, it's not going to be done right.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets paid. So the client, when the client pays, if it's in week 1, then he gets that week 1. But if he doesn't get paid $75 a week, right?
No. That'll be divided by 4.
Right. Okay.
It's $75 per month. It doesn't matter when the client starts. Like if they start on a Wednesday, on a Friday or a Thursday, it doesn't matter. His next week, he's going to have a new client on his roster. So it'll go, whatever 75 divided by 4 is. I'm not good at math, but that'll be added to his next weekly check.
Okay. So it would be 100 clients, then he would get whatever 75 is divided by 4 per week, and you just want to be able to see that.
Yeah, I want it to be automated, so when I actually do his payroll.
Yeah, I can totally make that happen. Yeah.
Because that'll be, let's see. Yeah, that'd be sick. That was going to be a lot. A big pay raise for him, too. That's great. Yeah, it'll need to be automated, too, off what the month-to-month payment is, because obviously we have old clients in there that are paying. So it's going to have to be some kind of percentage, actually. I can't just give them $75 off of every client, or I'm 75 is an arbitrary number right now, but I can't just give them a set number off of a client that may be paying $200 a month that's been with us for 5 years, you know?
Yep.
It's going to have to be some kind of percentage. I'll get that to you, though. I'll get that from Brian's recommendation on that.
Okay. Yeah, we can totally just throw in a percentage. It would have to be a percentage, like one blanket percentage. It wouldn't be per client, though. So like 20% of every client, because that's it would be crazy to make it a percentage based on each client.
Well, that would throw off the pay, though, if it was off total clients.
Yeah, we could absolutely do it. It would just, you would have to, I don't know, it would have to start from the closer form. So when they fill that out, they'd have to select the percentage that he would get if it was per client based, or you would go in afterwards and then acknowledge it. But if it's just one percentage, like you can just go in there and change it. So that way it's, 5% or 10%, whatever, for every client, straight down the whole thing. Like one click done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would throw everything off, though, because if he had 200 clients versus 100 clients, that percentage would be way different versus the actual monthly subscription. Go into the master log for me real quick, so like on your screen. Because what if you couldn't just do this, where it says like there could just be a tab in here where it's like, okay, Coach B, and there, that has the payment they're paying here, the month to month.
In the financial log, is that what you're talking about?
Whatever log this has the clients plus could there not just be a tab and then at the very bottom just be a formula that says sum total?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then a percentage off of this?
Yeah, so like if it was, Coach B, all his clients, and beside of that it said, whatever percentage to the month to month reoccurring, we'll figure that out. I don't get the percentage yet. And then at the very bottom, it'll just automatically calculate at the very bottom that total percentage in dollars.
Yeah, 100%. So if it's like 10% or whatever, then it would show like 10,000 or whatever. 10,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So yeah, we'll work on that. Like I said, I'll get that from Brian. And then next thing, I don't know what to do about this, but is I just signed up. So I have like a one-on-one mentorship program that people raise up through my coaching and do. And I just had 3 clients sign up for it. So the way this works is a couple of these clients, they're paid up for the year in our group coaching. Well, then they get upselled into one-on-one mentorship with me. It's a 12-week intensive mentorship.
Okay,
and
cool.
Essentially what I need to do is I need to pause their current membership right now, but I need them to quote unquote be renewed into the paid in full, and we can do that together right here just to make sure it gets done right.
Yeah.
And then I just want to make sure that the timeline doesn't get messed up for when like they actually need to renew their group coaching a year from now or whenever it is from now. But these 3 clients, I can give them to you. They all are starting a 3-month mentorship with me that starts next Monday. It officially starts next Monday.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
The first one is Terry O'Barr is her name.
Wait, so this is kind of like a renewal?
It would be a renewal. However, they're not up for renewal, actually. You know what I mean? They just upgraded so they're going to work with me for 3 months on this one-on-one mentorship level, and then they go right back into their group coaching that they've already paid for.
Okay, we'll figure this out. So what's the names?
Terry O'Barr is one name. Yep, Terry O'Barr right there. So well, I guess August 23rd is when hers runs out. So she technically just re-signed for a 3-month mentorship with me. That's $2,000 for 3 months.
Okay. She just barely did. That's what this is?
No. That's her current coaching. I haven't touched any of this. That's not, like all the stuff I'm doing I haven't touched. That's her current thing.
Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Okay, so we want to add a new one for her for the 3 months.
Yep, but what can't happen is that her to get lost because she still has a month left of group coaching, right? So when her 3 months is up, I need to make sure that is still known, that she still has that last month of the group stuff.
Okay, so what we could do is just extend this one to the end date of so it'll be 3 months plus a month then from right now is when this one would end. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't care how we got to do it. I just want to make sure it doesn't get lost and the financials are tracked, right? Because she paid $2K. I don't just want to go in there and type, hey, let's add 3 months there, because she also just paid for an upgrade for $2,000 for 3 months. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So let's just let's see.
Because if we just extend that number like that's not going to show any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, so like if we extend that, so she just paid for 3 additional months, right?
Yes, if you want to say that, but it's not even additional. It's her membership goes on pause to be in a mentorship with me, and then she goes back into her current membership.
Okay. So this ends August 23rd, so she has a month left of this one.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 months, so August, September, October, and then this will now end in November. So that way that end date is still accounted for.
Yes, and that's simple for her, but I had a client do it that's paid like 2 years in full.
Oh boy, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was starting with her, because hers runs out soon. But yeah, the other 2 clients that did this, they've already paid literally for over a year in full for group coaching, and they don't nobody gets to use their current membership to bank money with me for mentorship. Like the way it works is, hey, you have to pay the additional for the mentorship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's just, so this one I'm just going to start, let's see, what if I just ended this one now and then added 1 month later? So she's going to start it now, right?
It officially starts next week, next Monday is when her official mentorship starts.
Okay, so this is the end date, right? Let's see, end date. So I'm going to put this, it's Monday 28th. So that would be when this ends. Okay, it ends. And then we have to resign. Wait, hold on. Dude, why does it not show the tabs at the top? Hold on.
I don't know. That's very frustrating, I'll be honest.
Just click that. Here, you see how I did that?
Oh.
So you click these little arrows, opens as a full page.
Okay.
And then the tabs stay at the top. Okay, Terry. Okay. So that would be... So the new one is going to be paid in full, right?
Yep.
And then that one's going to end August, September, October.
Just put in the notes, KWM. It stands for Kingdom Warrior Mentorship. That way I know.
KWM?
Yep. And then if you need to put other notes in, but that's what I need to see in there. And then...
Let's do this. Okay. And then...
Okay.
Okay, that's it. So let me re-sign. Let's see, hold on. Make sure this... 2 months. Re-sign. Terry. Yep. So now she goes in here. So now we need to put in another one for Terry for October 28th to November 28th to finish out the thing. Their current program, right?
Program, yeah.
So let me just do this. Let me just duplicate. So what I just did right there is I clicked it, and then I went Command D, and it just duplicates it. So I'm just gonna put this one back to not renewed. So this one's gonna start October 28th, and this is gonna end November 28th. Okay, so you're gonna have 2 in here. One is just kind of the remainder. So I can actually just put notes in right now.
Yeah.
So that's what that. Wait. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're good there. Does that make sense what I did there?
Yep.
Because this isn't technically, she hasn't renewed, like this is her non-renewal package, but this one is kind of because she did the intensive. If you want to look at it that way. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good on there on Terry then.
We need, Karen Beck is the next one.
There we go. Okay. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, she's paid all the way up until 2026.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and she just paid the 2K for the 3 months starting the same date. So all three of these women are going to be starting next week with the mentorship.
Okay. What did I do again? So duplicate.
That duplicate that you put. I think this one's just going to be a little more complicated because it's so far out.
Okay, so this one is technically going to end. Wait, July. Oh, damn, hold on. Let's go back. July 28th, technically. And then we're going to renew her for just 3 months, right? So it's the same date. And then this is. This is 2K as well?
Yep, they're all 2K for 3 months.
Okay, so that, and then we'll do, the second one is going to be October 28th. So that would be 3 additions, so March, April, May, so it'd be May then? Yep. Would it be the 20th then, or would it be the 28th since the 3 month thing starts next week?
Just do the 28th is fine.
Okay, I got it. So let me renew. So that's good. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, I didn't even, what the hell? Did I not put that in there? I swear I did.
There we go.
I swear I put that in. That's so weird. Okay, anyway, re-sign. Okay, cool.
And then the other one is Laura Birth, I think is actually her name.
Let me make sure this is right. So this is actually still the first one. This one is, wait, that should be, okay, and then Laura Birth. Okay, so this one, oh, let me just do this real quick. It's paid in full. Oh, whoops. Okay. Were you about to do this one? Looks like it wasn't done. Melinda?
No, she did. I must have not clicked resign. She did a 6 month paid in full.
You want me to just click that for you?
Yeah, go over to her. Yeah, I guess I didn't click it. Yeah.
So it says it's just 1 month, though.
So she did a monthly 1 month subscription, and then she liked it so much she did a 6 month paid in full.
Oh, okay. So this one is now. Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Click that one.
There we go.
Okay, so back to Laura. So the new end date. Wait, the start date and the end date. Dude, why is it so confusing? What's going on here? Laura Birth. Start date is 26th. End date is going to be. All right, hold on. Okay. So it's July 28th. And the start or the end date of this one is going to be October 28th. Because it's 3 months.
Yep.
When did it previously end so we can add 3 months to it? May 26th. So it would be June, July, August of 2026.
Cool.
so now this one ends. This one starts. What was it again? So it ends in August?
Yeah.
July, June, May. That's right? Yeah, actually, that's fine. So we have this top one that is the 3-month intensive that starts next week. And then after that, the remaining of the previous program will kick back off on May 28th. And then it'll go to the 28th of August. That's right?
I'm double checking. No, I'm not. Where are you getting May from?
Because she was going to end in May, but then when you add 3 months, right?
Yeah, but this is showing, hey, her program ends at October 28th, and it doesn't start again until May.
I see what you're saying. Dude, oh my goodness. So she renewed. Let me just undo real quick. Where are we at? So it should be October then, is what's going on. So this is her original program. There we go. This is her original program. When the 3-month thing ends in October, then it just kicks off, but with 3 additional months added. Because it used to end in May.
I don't know if that's right.
No? Shit.
Undo that, like her name, like all the way.
Okay, let me just go all the way back to the start here.
Because right now, so November 26th to May 26th is her original right now.
Right.
And she's renewed, of course, so that was her first renewal, so May 26th. So why don't we just copy that one and literally start that right after the 3-month intensive?
Okay. I think that's what I had, actually, because it started...
I just wanted to make sure, because this is pretty important.
So if her end date right now before any intensive is May 26th, then 3 months after that would be August.
Okay.
So if we... Oh, no, I don't think I can go back. I can't redo. Oh, well, let's do it again. So it would be a renewal, 2000. So this one is going to end. Okay, so so this one's going to end. Why is this so confusing? What's going on here? So this one's going to end in July, technically. So this is good, right? So now it technically ends. Oh, wait. This one says it starts October or November?
Yeah, because that's her renewal. Because she paid 6 months and then another 6 months.
So is she still on the first program?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Can you not see her first one without the renewal thing there?
Yeah, let me turn the thing off. Hold on. So Karen Beck, all right? But we're doing Laura. So Laura, first one, so May 26th through November.
Yeah.
Show sheet.
Yeah, she's literally still, she's not even finished with her first program, bought another program, and then bought another one.
Damn, dude, you're working some wizardry over here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much she liked it. She went ahead and upgraded, and then I do this every 3 months, or I offer this mentorship, and she wanted in on this, so.
Okay, so, dude, this is, okay, so hold on.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. That's what I was saying. It's like, especially with somebody like this who...
I got to write this down. What's going on here? Hold on. So, first one is May 26th. Dude, you know what I hate? I hate when you put your mouse over it, it like covers it with those little things. I hate that. I feel like I gotta make it bigger just so I can see the damn thing. Okay. So, wait, it's the top one. May. So May to November. And then November to May. Is that what you're saying? Just 2 years up front like that? Oh, I guess that would just be 1 year, huh?
1 year. She's done 2 6-months paid in fulls.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add... So we're going to push this back by 3 months. And then it'll push... Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 26th. 1, 2, 3. 26. 1, 2, 3. 26. So now this one. So actually, let me just do this. So let's duplicate this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 26. One, two, three. Dude, I feel like the biggest fraud right now. What the hell am I even? This makes me want to rethink this whole thing so I can make a system for this. May to November. Got pushed back 3 months. So this one is going to be July, October, okay, so now it says that she went from May 20th, so this is her first package. May 20, no, this one right, let's see. For fuck's sake, dude. So this one's going to end July. Okay, I think we should be good now. Okay, so May, her first package is now May to July, and then October to August next year, because she has 3 extra months. The 3-month intensive is this one here.
Yep.
Holy moly. All right. So let me actually go in there and just add some notes.
Yeah, I'm curious if Karen's is right now too. I didn't know you had it, didn't have it filtered to where you couldn't see the old, because I'm pretty sure Karen's done 2 renewals as well.
Yeah, let me double check. 3-month intensive. So this would be renewal number. So she already renewed one, so that's the future one. Let's see. What if I just did this so we could see?
That's cool.
Let's go.
It really doesn't matter to me. I just want to make sure it doesn't get lost.
Yeah, I don't want it to get lost. I didn't think that this would ever be a thing, so that's why it's so goddamn messy right now. Haven't built a system for this. Okay, so I think this is good now. Just so I know that you know, do you understand what we just did?
Yeah, I did, but yeah, it's very that's not a good system by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, well, I didn't think that people... Dude, I didn't plan for people to be renewing twice before their actual end date and then having a 3, Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Let's go to Karen.
Can you make a button that's just KWM to where it automatically formulates that? Where it just pushes out whatever program they have?
I could add that in there, yeah. It would have to be a lot more with stuff like this. Like, it would be like another, I don't know. It would look like this, but it would just be for the KWM stuff. And then you would just click a button and then it would push everything back. At least it should. trying to wrap my head around that.
Let's double check Karen's to make sure that's right.
Okay, so first program was let's see. When was her first program?
Yeah, it should have been the April 16th. Wait, that's not right. Because Karen's been with us for this whole year almost. She signed up at the beginning of the year.
It might have been something that when we put it in, we just marked it off as renewal. Because she already renewed, and so we didn't have the previous one.
I can tell you her exact. Let's see. Karen Beck, dang, this woman has paid a lot of money to me this year so far.
Hell yeah.
So there's the first one. So her second payment was on July 19th.
July 19th.
Oh, wait, never mind. That was for a Kingdom Warrior mentorship program. I'm sorry. Karen Beck. I freaking hate Stripe, dude. It's not there. All right, so her first program, she did a year paid in full on January 20th. So she was literally paid up her first year until next year on the 20th for her first program.
So it was last year in January?
2025, January 20th to January 20th, 2026. That was her first program, her original program. And then on April 16th, she paid for another year.
Okay, so we got that one. So this is the first one, or this is 0. This is the first renewal, because April 16th. So that was for 3 months? You said she paid for another year? What did she do?
No. Yeah, April 16th, she paid for another year.
That's so weird, dude. I've got... Oh, wait, because that's what we were just doing. Okay, I gotcha. So this ends right here on this date because the 3-month thing starts, and then, which is this one here. That's going to go to October 28th, so that's the 3-month intensive. Let me mark that. Okay, so it's marked. And then the remainder of renewal number 1 goes from October 28th to May 28th.
January.
Oh, wait, does she need 2 more months then?
No, it should be April, right? If she's paid up from January 20 to January 20, and then we pause it now at July 28th, she runs out 3 months. She still has that first program, because realistically it'd be whatever 12 months out of, be 9 months.
Okay.
I don't know. My brain is cooked, bro. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I get it, dude.
This is a nightmare. This is like, essentially she has. So essentially she has what, like 6 months left in her original program. Let's just talk about program number 1. She's went from January to July. Is that 6 months?
January to July.
For her very first program.
Very, very first, yeah. So we'll put this in July. It technically ends now.
Is that 6 months?
Yep.
Okay, so she has 6 months left of her original program. So Karen Beck now we're going to do her 3-month intensive. So the Kingdom Warrior mentorship is 3 months. She still has 6 months remaining after October 28th for her first program. Let's just do this. Let's just add... whatever's easier, let's just add 18 months for the last one, or just do the 6 month and the 12 month. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I'm having a hard time following. So first one ends now, pretty much next week. Intensive starts 3 months. And then after that, she has how many months?
She still has 6 months from that first one, right? Because she paid for a year. She started in January 20th. She went to July 28th. You see what I'm saying? So she has 6 months left from her original 12-month paid in full. So the second one, the renewal number 1, needs to be October 28th plus 6 months.
Okay, that's what this is right here.
Yep, and then the last one is just a year. So it'll be April 28th, whatever that one ends. We should be in 2026, though, right?
Okay, I got it.
And she's paid all the way up until 2027. Dear Lord.
Goodness.
Lets us know we're doing a good job right there.
Dude, my allergies, holy moly. August 28th. Yeah, there we go.
That's right.
Is that technically renewal number 2 then?
I don't know, dude. She had an old program. Renewal number 1 would have been her 12-month. I don't know. As long as we got them all logged, honestly.
Okay,
technically, renewal number 1 would be. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really matter to me as long as all the data's in there, and as long as I'm not like, hey, when does her program run out and she needs to pay again?
Yeah,
which a freaking long time from now.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. 2027.
But yeah, that's all right now. Cool. That was one of the biggest things I needed to make sure that got done right for sure.
Yeah, I didn't plan for any of that, dude. That's why it was so messy. Hope you understand all that. So
yeah, and I mean that is going to be that is the system. I mean, realistically, then that is kind of how it always is. So I don't work with people on a one-on-one level unless they come through my group coaching, because they have to have a certain level of foundation before I'm even going to take the time out of my life to work with them on a direct level.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, in the future, that is going to be pretty much every 3 months I'll be opening up enrollment for this. And to be honest with you, I had 20-some people apply. I only took on 3, so it's a very hot thing. So this is going to be something that happens essentially like a rolling 12 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I can make something like this. So it's like another tab. You would click on this, and it would be like the 3 month. And then when you click on it, it'd be a little button, and then it pushes everything back 3 months. That's kind of how I see it.
That's not top priority, but we got essentially 3 months to get something like that in there.
Okay, sounds good. Damn, dude, sorry about all that. That was a mess.
Good. Glad we got it done. So if you'll just knock out that Google Sheet, get that to the team, and then continue on, and then go ahead and drag over all the data in the new sheet into Notion, just so we can test and see how Notion operates with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it'll be. There's some fucking net in here. I think it'll be all right. I think we'll have to I think I'm gonna have to export everything and then just import it, and then I think it'll be good to go. I'm sure it'll be slow, but if we just tuck it away, if we just don't need that data, but we pull from it, does that make sense? Instead of being inside the sheet, we're just gonna pull things from it with formulas. I think it should be fine. I don't think it should lag at all.
Okay.
It shouldn't, but I'll try that out. Yeah, I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, keep me updated on that, and then whenever you get that new sheet done, just drop it in the WhatsApp chat for the team.
Yeah,
so they can have it, and we'll get that done ASAP, so we don't mess up their flow, because they're smashing, dude.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. All I'm gonna do is just make a whole new sheet, make it blank, and then I'll send that in the group, and then we'll just use that. Just keep tabs of that one. I'm not gonna delete anything. Just use the new one, the blank one.
When you say blank, you mean the current sheet, just no data in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure you weren't just going to send a blank Google sheet over.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I should, though, as a joke. Yeah, no,
cool.
We're good.
Awesome, man. I got to bounce. I got a meeting in 5 minutes I got to get to. And, just let me know what you need from me, okay?
Cool. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Peace.
Fuck, dude. That right there, straight up, makes me want to quit everything and just build and not get paid a dime until it's ready to go. Because fuck me, bro. We just spent 30 minutes on trying to move a client 3 months. Holy shit.